Now, you might not call yourself an atheist, but how often do we live our days as if God is not watching us? Well, in Psalm 53, this is called practical atheism, and it's a trap even believers fall into. So today, we're checking our hearts to make sure we aren't living this way. Hey family, it's Rachel here, and we are continuing our journey through the book of Psalms, and today we are reading Psalm 53. All right, family. So Psalm 53 intentionally repeats Psalm 14, but it changes the covenant name of God from Lord, Yahweh, to the more universal term God, which is Elohim. This shifts the focus from Israel's specific covenant relationship to the broader relationship of human corruption across all people. So let's dive into Psalm 53. Only fools say in their hearts, there is no God. They are corrupt and their actions are evil. Not one of them does good. God looks down from heaven on the entire human race. He looks to see if anyone is truly wise, if anyone sees God. But no, all have turned away. All have become corrupt. No one does good, not a single one. Will those who do evil never learn? They eat up my people like bread and wouldn't think of praying to God. Terror will grip them. Terror like they have never known before. God will scatter the bones of your enemies. You will put them to shame, for God has rejected them. Who will come from Mount Zion to rescue Israel? When God restores his people, Jacob will shout with joy and Israel will rejoice. You know, as I'm reading through this, I'm taken to verse 2 where it says, God looks down from heaven on the entire human race. We don't serve a God that does not see everything going on. And as David continues with this psalm, he reminds us of what's going to happen to those who choose not to follow him, to those who choose to go opposite of his instruction and his direction. But then we see in verse 6, there's this joyous moment. Who will come from Mount Zion to rescue Israel? When God restores his people, Jacob will shout with joy and Israel will rejoice. There is coming a moment where Israel will rejoice and where we as his people will get to rejoice because God brings restoration for what we have gone through. You know, I think about even verse 1 where it says, only fools say in their hearts there is no God. They are corrupt and their actions are evil. Their words and their actions are corrupt. So it's not just their words, the things that they are saying, but their behavior is actually corrupt. If they believe God existed, they would act like it. Y'all, let me say this. If we believe that God exists, we're going to act like it. Anything that is not acting in the way that models who Christ is and we're not being image bearers of God is kind of saying we don't believe he exists. When we believe that he exists, we act like it. We carry ourselves in such a way. Our words reflect it, our actions, how we respond to people, and what we do. Y'all, we have to be people who walk uprightly, that know that he is real. He is watching the entire human race. That's us included. And we want him to look at us and be pleased. All right, y'all, it is time for us to dive into the daily seed. So by revisiting the same message with different covenant language, the psalm shows that rebellion against God is not just Israel's struggle, but a universal human condition. This theme later becomes foundational in Scripture's teaching that all people stand in need of God's intervention. Psalm 53 helps us to see that the Bible diagnoses sin as a global problem and a global spiritual problem, not merely a cultural or a national issue. It is a global problem. So let me ask you this question. In what area do you need to be reminded that God is over everything in your life, in the world? He has it under control. Let's talk about it in the comments. Listen, I know your days are nonstop and sometimes your faith just feels tested. You want a real relationship with God, but you need a space where you can actually ask questions and get those answers that you've been pursuing. Well, inside our Deeper Roots community, we provide the tools like context checks, exclusive podcasts, short audio teachings, resources to help you stay consistent even when life is kind of chaotic. So it's time for you to go from just reading the word to truly living it. Join me at wordandseed.com/community and get rooted. All right, so that was your daily seed for today. And as a reminder, after watching this video, you know what you need to do. Grab the Your Summer in the Psalm journal. Make sure you go over to YouVersion, listen to it in one translation, write it in another translation, and read what's already written for you in the translation provided in the journal. This full experience is going to help deepen your time with the Lord and really help what you're learning to stick. I want you to meditate on what we talked about today. Go back and listen to this again if you have to, because time with God is time you will never regret spending. I will see you in Psalm 54.